Okay, I've shown you a two-way and a two-way dimmer. Now I'm going to show you how to put in a three-way with an intermediate switch. Intermediate switch looks like this, a bit different to a normal switch, which looks like this with 3 holes. This has got 4 terminals. So I'll start off with our first switch, which is the, let's call it the master, or where we're going to have the feed and the control. So we have our switch, so that's going to have our feed into it. Then we're going to have our 1 and our 2. Then down here we'll have our second switch. Let's say it's all the way down a very long hallway. 1 and 2, and our common at the end here. It's the common there. Now we have this switch here also, which is going to be in the middle. So we'll just draw 4 terminals for that at the moment, like so. We have our control coming back on the red of the strap cable. That goes into the loop terminal and off to the light. So we will write the light here. Now we can have our red coming down here and into the light switch here. You'll notice I said red twice. I meant to say white there. I correct it later on, but just so you know, that's the white wire, not the red wire. And this will be blue. Now, these switches, as you already know, just switch from 1 to 2. And if you're not sure how the two-way works, go back and have a look at my video. Now, the way that this intermediate switch works is it either is straight through like this or crossing over like this. So when it's straight through, obviously it just works like a two-way, and then you switch it here and the power would be coming here and then down here and doesn't go anywhere because this switch might be in this position. Turns the light on. Give me another pen, let's say that's like that. It'll turn the light on in this position and then it turns it off. So now the current is coming down through here to here, so you can switch that and it will turn it on, or you can switch that and it will turn it on, or you can switch this back to normal and it will also turn it on. So with that setup you can do any combination. With these intermediate switches you can put as many as you like in a row. Put another one there and there, further and further down, depending on how big your hallway is or the room that you want multiple switches in. So now that I've drawn that, I'm going to wire it here and I'll show you it working. So I've got from our previous videos the two-way fairly well still wired up. So we've got to put the light back into the loop terminal because that's exactly the same as it always has been. I don't need this anymore. I've put some ferrules on this so I can just carry on using this lead. The lead will just go straight into there. And then we're now neutral connected to this. Okay, so now we've got it running in a two-way capacity. One end of the hallway, other end of the hallway. Let's say this is the middle of the hallway. We just cut that right there. Strip it up ready for the light switch. Now, if you're careful about this, you wouldn't have to cut the red as well. Because the red, as you can see, just joins straight through. Now 2 sets of cables here, we'll grab our whites and our blues out. I'll fold them all over. Okay, so we've got our wires like that. We're all finished. Set the light just here off to the edge. Plug it in. We've already got a switch on, so now we can turn it off here, turn it on here, turn it off, turn it on, turn it off, turn it on, turn it on, turn it off at all places. Now, as you can see on your light switch, it will have different numbers. So here we have got L1, L2, L3 and L4. Now I've realized that I've used this as the red and this is white. It doesn't matter how you do it, but that's the way I usually do it, like that. That is how you wire a three-way light switch, or more if you want to put more light switches in. So if you found that helpful, follow for more from an NZ Tradie.